This video is going to center around you and your individuality and how Nyched focuses on that instead of other things. We've all been in a situation before where we wished social media could do something that should be so simple that we've seen other applications or other types of websites do before, but it's just not built in. It's not focused on you and me, the end users. It's focused on something else entirely. Hi, I'm Ryan Malinowski and I created Nyched, the world's first human interaction platform. It's weird, isn't it? We all notice it sometimes where we break that fourth wall into the app and we say, well, why isn't things like this? Why aren't things different? But do our preferences really matter? Should we have a say in the platforms that we use? Nyched is not just another type of platform. It's not something that is just a reinvention of what a social media platform is. It is truly something different, and it started by focusing on what matters most. You, the individual, and our individuality. That's what makes this world unique. The fact that we all don't agree. We're not automatons walking through the world. Social media platforms are dinosaurs at this point. They haven't changed in nearly 2 decades. They haven't really innovated anything. They're the same old thing. Posting, and that's it. It's time for them to go away. Nyched doesn't have any algorithms. Let me say that one more time. Nyched doesn't have any algorithms. And I'm committed to not having any algorithm that forces you into seeing things, that feeds you things in your feed. I want you to take that responsibility on for yourself. I want you to be able to choose what you see and when you see it, and to stay away from the things you don't want to see. I mean, if you think about it, we do this already in our everyday lives. We work for companies typically that we want to work for, and we don't patron companies that we don't want to spend our money at. It's the natural order of things, but it's not how things are online. And I frankly think things need to change. Maybe you agree with me. The other part of it too is freedom of speech. We have the ability to speak. We have the ability to share our ideas out here in the real world, but online, we don't always have that ability. Things are suppressed. Things aren't shown to other people. And I think it's important for us to hear other ideas because I don't know about you, but I'm not always right. I've been stretched and I've been pushed to have other opinions affect me and taken into consideration of what I believe. I think that's a really important thing to live in a civilized world. We should be able to share our opinions and then graciously listen to other opinions and allow those things to kind of come together into what we believe. There are 3 main things about Nyched that allow you to filter down and give you the ability to see what you want to see. They give you the freedom. They put the power back into your hands. The first of which is Stardust, which is the in-app currency that rewards you for good content. And that's not something that's done automatically through an AI or through someone in a back room somewhere clicking buttons. It's done from other users. When your content is good, you get rewarded for it. When your content isn't good, it fades away. But the responsibility is on you instead of on an algorithm. The other thing that you get to do with your Stardust is it gives you the ability to do more things. Right now in the app, it gives you the ability to comment more, and it also gives you the ability to post more content. So if you are a good creator and you're creating things that people are interested in, you get to do more of that and you get rewarded for it. Niches, or the topics that are built into the platform of Nyched, is one of the biggest things that allows you to have the freedom to be able to choose. These are curated topics, so there's hundreds of them. So hopefully one day there's going to be thousands of them. But there's specific interests that you have with other people, so you can talk about those certain things. You'll be able to add multiple ones to any post. So there's oftentimes where our interests overlap. I oftentimes go kayaking and fishing at the same time, or I'm skiing and traveling at the same time. I'm sure you can think of interests that you have that overlap with either friends or other interests that you have. So once those are in place, if a user doesn't like one of those niches that are on your post, they're able to do something about it. They're able to filter and drill down and create a truly unique experience for them. So everyone's experience is going to be 100% curated and unique to their own preferences because they're able to choose. We're able to choose. I'm able to choose. It's something that is unique from any other type of offering that's out there right now. The last thing is familiar to us, but with a unique twist. Following people is something that we've been doing for years. We understand that. If we like someone and we want to see more of their content, we follow them. But we haven't really gotten into following topics, and that's where the niches come into play. You can follow a niche. The thing is, right now with blocking, the main thing we're able to block is another user. But I can think of plenty of times where I don't want to block everything from another user. Maybe you're a conspiracy theorist friend, you don't want to see those types of posts from them. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind reading about those types of things. It's interesting fiction at the very least. But that's the thing, with niches, you're able to block a whole topic. So if you hate skiing, which I'm not sure why you would, but if you did hate skiing, you could block it and never see anybody doing cool tricks off of a kicker in the snow. So blocking and following is one of the most important things that we could be able to do, but in current states of platforms, we don't have the granularity to get down to something that's actually useful. The biggest thing for all of this to work in our favor so that we have a more individualized experience is really niches and associating them with each one of our posts. If that doesn't happen to a micro level degree, if it's not extremely specific, then there are going to be posts that slip through and you're going to be able to see things that you might not have wanted to see because the user who made the post wasn't specific enough. Now, in the future, I hope to have mechanisms in place so that we can correct that, but it's not going to be 100% perfect because this is a new technology. This is an experiment. But if we all commit together and we agree with one another to the best of our ability, add the niches that we feel are important to the posts that we just made, that's going to be the key to creating an environment where we are going to be able to choose. One of the most important things about Nyched is that I removed one of the most invasive things about social media platforms. I took away the algorithm. And I know what a lot of people would think when they hear that. They're probably thinking, how the heck does that work? And again, the only way it works is by you taking control, by you being responsible for that. You know, it might not work. I don't know. Like I said earlier, this is an experiment, but I believe it can. And I'm hoping there's enough people out there that want to take that risk with me and believe that it can too. Look, if you would rather be told what to see and when to see it and not have any control over those things, then by all means, Nyched isn't for you. But I think the more you think about it and the more most people think about it, social media platforms are really not for them. Social media platforms for too long now have been focused on things other than their users' experience. It's crazy to me that there hasn't been changes to give us a little bit of functionality to be able to curate and filter our own environment. And they've had their chance. They waited too long. They now care about a lot of other things more than the most important thing, which is you. Nyched is the world's first human interaction platform. And it's not just a platform. It is your platform. It's also totally within your control. To learn more and to join me on this crazy experiment called Nyched, go to beta.nyched.com. And if you like this video, take a look at this other video that explains more about what a human interaction platform is.